They're questioning it. Looks like Lance has a one-lander, but just does not know if he wants to keep that.
With the Delver, I mean, sometimes he knows what he's playing against. So, you know, other than Mortar Pod, there's not a whole lot that can deal with this Delver, especially if he flips it. So did Lance keep the one-lander?
I think Lance did keep a one-lander. He can do quite a bit with that. And if he draws one more land, he's definitely got quite.
That's really all you need. I mean, you top out at what, 3 with that deck?
For the most part, yes. I think Brimstone Valley is your highest casting cost.
Lance kept a one-lander, and John is on the mulligan.
That's fine. You only the top of the curve's 3 in that deck.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times you only ever need to play 1 or 2 creatures with that deck.
So yeah, you play 2 creatures and you sit behind Mana Leak and counter.
Yeah, Mana Leak, Brimstone Volley, Vapor Snag. You have all sorts of ways to keep your guys alive, and then you have Snapcasters to keep them alive even further. He's going to have to hit like 1 or 2 land drops, but he shouldn't have a problem. He's not going to be out of the game if he doesn't, by any means. Especially, he can also cripple John really easily with burn spells on the mana dorks. The token decks are surprisingly really reliant on the early mana creatures.
For sure, most of their threats start at 3, so if they don't have an early drop, it could be pretty bad.
All right, so we've got the Gataxian Probe from Lance.
That's another reason he kept the one-lander, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and John kept 5 lands and Garrick. Okay. So it's I think that's pretty loose, in my opinion. I probably would have gone to 5, but I guess he's probably just happy to have lands on a spell. This could be very quick.
It must be very boring if Lance does not draw more land, though, too. And we got a Snapcaster.
I don't know. He's gonna go turn 1 Stromkirk. That's a pretty fast clock, and he's still got another probe in his hand, also, and he's got Snapcaster, which he can use to probe again if he needs to. So he's got a lot of draw options. He's gonna have 2 draw steps next turn, and potentially 3 if he wants them.
He set his play up pretty nicely, I think. Yeah, he could take the risk of not drawing the land. And
all right. I still think he's gonna attack.
Get in there.
And he might I think he's going to probe again here.
Oh, for sure. He wants that second land drop.
Well, he has the second land. He has the second mountain in his hand.
Well, he wants it to be blue.
Obviously.
Threatening Mirror Crusader.
Yep, Mirror Crusader is actually god-awful in this matchup. It can't defend very well against any of the threats, and it also dies to burn spells. Yeah, and it also dies to literally everything.
The human claws of Stormkirk is so relevant right now.
Yep. John draws another Mirror Crusader. And is going to play land and chip the turn. So we've got John at 17.
And Lance is threatening a pretty fast building clock here.
Yep, this is a pretty brutal clock. He's got a lot of burn spells in his hand.
Now he's not drawn the island yet.
Right.
And he just drew a ponder. That's kind of a slap in the face.
If he ever draws a blue source this game, though, he's in great shape. And he's probably in fine shape even if he doesn't.
Mirror Crusader's going to easily see a Incinerate. Probably read to see if it was...
he checked for human and then read his own card too.
Yep. But it wouldn't shock me if he just incinerates this guy here.
I don't think he will.
Yeah, I think he wins the race. I mean, there it is.
And there's the blue source.
That's, yeah. Get you for 3.
Down to 14.
Yeah, he's got to be more than happy seeing... Oh, you got Mirror Crusader, which does nothing against the turn 1 Noble.
Yep, he's just going to bide his time and wait, and the Incinerate's going to come this turn. I don't know why he didn't ponder. I guess he's holding up Mana Leak.
He's got Mana Leak, yep. For Garrick.
Yeah, right, he's going to take the 4, see if the Garrick comes down. If the Garrick comes down, he's going to leak it, and then...
Does he have a shock or a...
He does have a Galvanic Blast, and he's looking to see right now, probably for the Pro Red.
Yeah, he just takes it.
There's no reason to shoot him right now. Just
if John ever plays a threat that can block the Vampire, that's when he uses the Galvanic. But at this point, yeah, he's winning the race.
He's got him on a 3-turn clock right now with the Noble. He really needs to find an answer to that card, and he doesn't have one as far as I'm aware. He has O-Ring, and that's it.
He might go for the O-Ring here, but it's not even that great of a choice.
He doesn't. I don't think he has it in his hand. I think he has another Mirror Crusader and a Garrick, and potentially 2 Garricks now, I think, in hand.
Garrick resolves, but I know it's not going to.
He goes for the second Mirror Crusader.
I think he used to let it go and then kill one of them at the end of the turn.
It seems like Blast even kills it.
Yep, he just needs that Garrick not to resolve, and he's got this one wrapped up. We're going to see an Incinerate at the end of the turn on one of the Mirror Crusaders.
Yep.
Now, wouldn't he have been better off just... no, never mind. Incinerate is the right choice there.
Yep. And Stormcreek just keeps getting in there. And for 4 this time, puts him to 10.
Now dealing with a 5/5.
Going on check, that Stormcreek Noble is pretty deadly.
Yep. Still didn't draw another blue, so he's not going to use the Ponder. No reason. He's got the game locked up with what he's looking at now. No reason to overcommit. Just take the 4.
Puts Lance down to 12. John to 10.
I mean, what does Green-White hope to do? Just like get as many tokens as possible and race with the township?
And there's the Mana Lake.
Yep. Yep, ship the turn.
Now Lance is going to put John to 5 here, and then all he has to do is Brimstone his opponent out whenever a creature dies, so it looks like this is just over.
We'll see. If he could go land drop O-Ring and still be okay.
O-Ring won't turn on the Brimstone.
Well, the problem is if Lance draws one more land, he can easily Galvanic Blast and the Brimstone you out.
He has a land.
Yep.
Yeah, this game's just over.
I think Lance is deciding how careful he wants to be. Like, he can Snapcaster the Incinerate. Oh.
Pondering here?
I don't know why he does that.
He wants the burn spell. I think he's gonna keep this and keep the Soul for Falls.
Does he not have a Brimstone Valley in hand?
He does.
Yep.
Then why did he not just play?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, why doesn't he? Oh.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh.
But
with your opponent at 5, now all he has to do is O-Ring.
Yep, he's tapped out.
O-Ring.
But luckily for Lance, he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I think
I'm not sure. I don't really understand that play. I'll try and ask him about it. I'll ask him about it later.
Yeah.
Does he not know that Brimstone Valley is an instant?
Come on.
I'm just stating it.
I don't think he's that far out of the game right now. I mean, that's lethal on the board, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's just attacks for the win.
John hopes he doesn't notice.
Swing. That is game.
Yep.
All right. Lance wins game 1.
So an interesting board state where you play